This is perfection. Oh, I forgot. It's a little bit laggy every time you try and take over a city. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Uncut Civilization 6. We have successfully taken over the city of Yokohama, and I really wish that my city wasn't starved, or my cities and my people weren't starved for amenities, because this would be a nice city to keep. We got a number of boosts out of it, a number of Eurekas, because of Alexander's passive ability. Whenever he takes over a city with a campus or a theater square district, he gets a Eureka for the corresponding districts. And we got a lot of stuff out of that, and we captured a unit. But yeah, I really wish my cities weren't starved for amenities. I can't afford to have any more people, so I'm just going to burn the city to the ground. Because that's how it works, right? Your amenities get distributed across cities. Like one piece of chocolate gets spread to a maximum of 4 cities with a certain number of population. I forgot how it works. There's a spreadsheet somewhere that I can find, and if I remember, I will find it for you and show you, give you a better reason as to why I just burnt that city to the ground instead of keeping it, because it would have been nice to have to, you know, further my cause. But it's not. We don't have enough resources to sustain it, if I'm remembering the system right. Of course, I could just be an idiot, and I could be thinking about this the entirely wrong way. But I think I've got it right. I think the way it works is amenities that you have get distributed to the different cities. So one piece of chocolate goes to a couple of cities. I'll just look it up. I'll figure it out. It's not that important. What is important, though, is that we maintain focus. Even though we're at war, we've still got to keep the rest of our people relatively happy. So we're going to build a tavern in Fish City. The tavern is a unique building from the Civ Improvements mod that gives some culture, a little bit of gold, and some amenities at the cost of a very small amount of production. It is a small price to pay. And hey, I thought I activated this engineer. There we go. This great engineer is now active in Costa de Irados. I thought I did that sooner, but no harm, no foul. That gives +1 amenity and +2 housing. The effect should take place at the beginning of the next turn. Now, we just finished construction of something in Et Victorum. Now, the question is, what will be the next building? A no, I don't really need that. Yeah, I guess I could try very hard to get all of my cities to not be slightly unhappy. So I'm gonna wind up building. I'm gonna wind up building a lot of entertainment hubs in all of my cities, and these ranger units are doing a great job of holding the line against the hordes of French that are throwing themselves at my borders. But yeah, not too much though has changed as far as the state of the world is going. You know, we're just pretty much steamrolling over the competition. We're gonna build a medic out of Berlin. I should change the name of that at some point. If anybody's got a name for Berlin, let me know in the comments below. But we're doing this weird thing right now where, because we're winning, and because we're winning like very, very severely, there's not really much tension right now in the playthrough. You know, at the beginning, when America first declared war on us, there was the question: can we do it? Are we gonna make it out of here alive, or is it gonna be a catastrophic failure? And we did make it out in the beginning. We got out of America, or we got out of war with America. We're gonna gain sources with our spy to make things a little bit easier for him. But there was tension. But you didn't know what was going to happen next. It could have been anything. Anything could have gone. No holds were barred. But now, the way things are, it's pretty relaxed. You know, it's pretty just chill. We're just kind of rolling through the lands, shooting people in the face, taking names in the process, liberating city-states. It's a good time. It's a good old time. But that's kind of bad for business, isn't it? That's kind of... I don't know. There's something nice about having your back against the wall. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. No, I don't know. But seriously, it's... part of what makes... some video games fun is getting through those really tense moments, and these crossbows are not doing a terrible amount of damage, but they're doing enough, and I don't want that extra pew pew to go on for longer than it needs to. I especially don't want the pew pew from those rockets to go on any longer than it has to. But as you can see, my infantry core is way too strong, and for anybody that doesn't remember, every unit that has 2 stars above its head is a core or a corp. Don't know which one is the correct way to say that, but it essentially means it is 2 units packed into 1. So they're significantly stronger than a single unit, which is nice. Damn, there's so many AT crews. I don't know why the AI builds so many anti-tank crews. It's making my cavalry next to useless to go against them. Because it's weird, the way the tech trees are laid out, you get rockets before you unlock the ability to have tanks. So you shoot rockets at horses for a very long time, which is cruel. It's very cruel and unusual, but it's how the game works. But I don't think it should be like that. I feel like you should get anti-tank crews around the same time when you actually get tanks, because that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? But that's a question for history right there. Did we have bazookas before we had tanks? I imagine we didn't, because we didn't need a Panzerfaust without a Panzer. Why would we have something that can destroy a tank before having a tank? It doesn't make any sense. There's no logic. But you know, there's probably a mod that fixes it. I would just have to find the right one. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to surround the city on this turn, but on the next turn I'll get the surround on Jakarta. I just want to liberate them. I don't actually want to take them over. Because I want to feel like a hero at the end of the day. Because what I'm doing is very cruel. It's very cruel. I'm killing people. I'm murdering. And for what? All in the name of Macedonia? Charge, Alexander. Turn away from peace. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm turning away from peace. But to what end? For why? For victory. That's why. Anyway. I'm starting to lose units. Alright, fine. Maybe this isn't going to be a total cakewalk. Maybe this is going to be really fucking annoying, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 anti-tank crews between Jakarta and Tokyo. We don't even know what's behind door number 3 over here. Jeez. Alright, so we took a little bit of punishment there, but I think we can still get out of this fairly comfortably. I just gotta shoot some things. I gotta shoot some things. It makes me upset that the AI has built so many military units for seemingly no reason. I don't understand why Japan ever felt the need to have such a humongous army. I mean, holy fucking bejeebers, man. It is a huge army, unnecessarily big. I understand protecting yourself from invaders, but this is a whole nother level of ridiculousness, right? But I guess it's only natural that when Macedonia is on the other side of the world staring at you, you gotta protect yourself. You gotta, you know, build a big army, because Macedonia is fucking terrifying, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. It just bothers me a little bit. It just freaking bothers me a little bit. All right. I guess I can use this time to restock and resupply. Just get some reinforcements coming from the other cities. Unfortunately, I can't build cavalry, but I can pray for some infantry. So I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna pray for some infantry. You know what? Let's make a trade with somebody. Germany, you gonna give us some oil. Make a deal. Oil. 289 gold per turn. Ooh, you motherfucker. Get out of here with that. Wait a minute. This is a dumb idea. I'm trying to build tanks when Japan has like a bajillion anti-tank crews. That doesn't make any sense. Ugh, I'm an idiot sometimes, man. All right, we're just gonna buy a bunch of infantry with faith and then use them to reinforce our military. We'll just sprint them across the land. It won't take them too long to get to the front. There's a decent number of roads. Do I have enough faith for one more infantry corps? No, I do not, but I will on the next turn. So I'll just buy one more with some gold, the old-fashioned way. There we go. All right, yeah. It's not all bad. It's not going exactly the way I want it to, and it's making me upset. But I'm gonna stop being a whiny bitch. And I'm gonna take over the world. Okay, I'm gonna stop whining. I promise. I promise. We are not. All right. We gotta. All right. The last thing we're gonna do for today is we're gonna shift over to commercial hub investment on a couple of places, because I need to beat out Gandhi for that great person. I really hope I can. I need. He's only 155 away, but I don't think he's doing commercial hub investments, so it's gonna take him 7 turns to get it. So my commercial hub investments should finish just in time. I don't think the one in Windy Valley will, but I've got a couple of other places that can shift over to a commercial hub investment that will finish very quickly. Or do I? Yeah, I do. I got to do it from Riceland. All right, so yeah, we'll be fine. We just I gotta make sure that I snipe that great person from Gandhi. So that's gonna be the last thing we do today, and we're also gonna take over one more Japanese city, and then we'll wrap it up, and then we'll pick things up in the future. But overall though, we're doing a good job. You know, I'm being a little whiny bitch right now. Oh my God, you shouldn't say that because it's insensitive to women. I don't know. Is it? Who cares? But I'm gonna stop being a whiny bitch. I'm gonna fast forward to when I take over the city, because I'll be happy when I take the city, and then we'll take a break. So hold on, just 1 second. Don't go anywhere. The action is still happening. Just wait for it. All right, there we go. We've taken the city of Takamatsu, and before we burn it to the ground, we're going to use it to pew-pew at some of the Japanese soldiers, and then we're going to burn it to the ground. So, I feel better now. I was starting to get a little bit flustered because I was losing artillery units, and those are the most valuable pieces of my army at the moment. If I lose an artillery, then it's very serious. But now that that's no longer an issue, I can get them all healed up and then prepare them for the next big charge, the next big push. I imagine that right behind this little bit of fog of war is Kyoto, the capital of Japan. So as soon as we discover that and figure out what's behind that magical area, the veil of secrecy, then well, things are gonna get very interesting. So yeah, man, the world is opening up once again. I like when it gets like this. I like when the map feels a little bit more open, because it's very claustrophobic when everybody's made claim to a certain part of the planet, you know. But now we've got a little bit of open space again. We can breathe, we can relax. Feels good, man. It feels good. So we're gonna take a little break, and when we come back, you already know what the deal is. Conquest. All right, conquest is the deal. The name of the game, man, don't be stupid, is Civilization 6. Name of the channel is iBluairJgR Game for Comedy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.